Hi everyone, ChatGPT is the most searched term for the past 1 month. In my last video, I explained you about how you can use this ChatGPT as your career coach, and I've taken an example of a student who want to learn, pursue some degree, and you can leverage this ChatGPT as a coach and as well to learn some Python programming. Now today in this video I'm gonna show you how ChatGPT can be useful to create some programs and develop some applications, right? So the first application we are going to develop is to create a browser. We already have browsers. We have Safari, I have Google Chrome, right? We have many browsers as well. Why do you need another browser again? I want a browser for my own private so that it won't store anything. It's my own private browser. I don't even want to use the in private or incognito or a private window. I want to have my own browser. Fine. Then you can create your own Python program. You ask ChatGPT to build up a program, we will copy paste it inside the Python notebook or in some other Python script, and we can see whether it works or not. So I started asking ChatGPT how to build web browser using Python, right? He gave me some list. The first thing he says, it's not an easy task. It requires lots of work. The first one, he is recommending us to use either of the popular options. There are three popular options is giving you. One is tkinter, one is pqt, and one is pygtk. I asked him, can you develop a program for me using pyqt? Okay, so now we need a browser. Browser is a GUI, right? It's a graphical user interface where you need to type in, you need to have a back button, forward button, refresh buttons, all this. So it's giving you, you will need to design the layout of the browser, which involves the address bar, back, forward buttons. Okay, so first I asked him, give me about Python and PyQt. So I asked him, give me the browser with Python and PyQt. First of all, he's telling me you need to install it. If you don't have in your terminal, you open up your terminal, you copy this code and you install it, right? After installing, you have to design your layout. Then he gave me the code. So I copy this code, I go to notebook. Notebook, you can open up terminal. From your terminal window, you can say Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so how to install this? I've shown it in the last video. You can check it out in my description. So I open this notebook. I'm going to create one Python notebook and I'm going to paste it. Let's see what happens. I clicked on run and I got a Google page. It's working. But the problem here is this page don't have the back button, the forward button, the refresh, or even don't even have the URL, the address bar, right? So close it and ask the ChatGPT to enhance this program, to add the back button, to add the forward, to add the URL address bar. So I asked him, can you add the back, front, refresh and the URL tag? So he gave me the code again. So here what did he give? When you loading the Q URL, he is going to give me the Google, right? So here he changed the entire program for me and he imported Q application, box layout, HBox layout, push buttons. So let us copy this code Let us see from here what exactly he is telling us. So he's trying to create a class again. In this class, the initialization class, is trying to create a push button for back less than symbol, and it will work only upon the back button clicked on action, right? And is creating another button called greater than symbol, which is forward one, and is creating another one for refresh, and he's creating a address bar. So we need all these four, right? So back button, forward, address bar, and the refresh. And all these will work upon clicking. The back, the forward, and the refresh will work upon clicking. And then you got to open up. This is just only for creation. Then you need to call it, right? So here he is making sure that they will work. Okay, on back button clicked, on forward button clicked, on refresh button clicked. What to do? You got to go back, you got to go forward, you got to go refresh. So it's all worked, it's all written here, and then he is opening up, right? Then let us test it out. Let us test it out. So refresh it, run, it's running, right? So I open Google. Now one more thing, you need not always write the Python coding always in Jupyter Notebook. There's another softwares or IDEs where you can write. Now let's say for example it's Google, right? So let's say I have another software recommended for you, which is Microsoft Visual Studio. You can use this also to test out some Python programming. This is the download link. I'll give it to you in the description below. You can download this and you can copy the same code and you can paste it. So once you open up this, you need to create some folder there. You can create some folder, and I create a folder here called Python programs, and in this I am creating some file called browser.py, and here he recommends us to create with .py. If you noticed in my notebook, the extension is IPYNB, Interactive Python Notebook. Interactive Python Notebook. And here it's py, just Python script. Okay. And then of course you can even have that extension of that .ipynb as well. I copy pasted the same code, save it, and on the top right there is a play button which is run, execute the code. So run it and check it out. See there, your program is working. So which means whether you write it in notebook or whether you write it in Microsoft Visual Studio, the story is the same, right? So this is how you can create your own web browser within few minutes, thanks to ChatGPT. And if you like this video, smash the like button and subscribe to this for more and more videos. Thank you very much.